Hello guys, so today I want to actually be trading FTMO 50k account. Okay, so I just have this set up on gold, so I will break down the trade for you guys to actually see. All right, so I'm just going to break it down a little bit. I think I'm actually missing my entry. So here's the thing. We have, let me just go ahead and delete the whole of these on the chart. Okay, so let me just go ahead and delete this whole stuff on the chart. All right, so here we are. Let me just delete everything. So we have like a break of structure. We have a sweep right here. We have a sweep from this low. We have a sweep from this low, right? Okay, and we have, oh, like call it, oh my god, I'm missing this already, but anyway, it's still okay. So we have a break of structure. Okay, all right, we have a break of structure or a market structure shift within this area. So because this still created a low, so we have a break of structure right here, right? And we have a liquidity pool right here. So what happened? The market, let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so let's go back to the 1 hour time frame. So right here we are on the 1 hour time frame. We have this imbalance right here. Okay, so the market actually swept this imbalance, okay, and tapped into, it traded into this area. Like we have that fair value gap right there. So we have that fair value gap right there. Okay, so the market swept that liquidity, that imbalance, and then tapped into that area, but wasn't able to take out the high. Right, what happened? Rather, it came to our order block or demand zone. Okay, it came to our demand zone. Okay, so from our demand zone, which we can clearly see here on the 30 minutes, okay, so we came to our demand zone, and right now it's actually buying. And I'm supposed to be in this, like, so I just wanted to break it down a little bit for you guys so that you can see. All right, so we have our setup being ready. All right, we have a setup being ready. So we have a setup being ready right there. You guys can see it. All right, so right now I'm just going to place my entries, and I'm just going to show you guys the exact thing which I'm looking at. All right, so I'm just going to enter right now. Let's go to my MT5. Okay, so I was just looking at it. Have you seen how it has loaded? So I'm just going to still go ahead and enter my positions. It doesn't matter. Okay, so let me just enter like probably 1.5 and see the stop loss. 1.5 lot. Okay, it's a 50k account. All right, I just got it this morning. So 1.5. Okay, let me see how much will I be losing. That's actually too much. That's 600. Yeah, but if I've entered somewhere here, it would have been cheaper. But right now it's crazy. But let's see. All right, so that's not too bad. Okay, in case it comes down a bit, I think, yeah, in case it comes down a bit, I think I'll be willing to reach small somewhere here. So let me just put buy limit here. Yeah, so right here you can see I have my setup already, guys. So that's that. All right, so I have my setup already. The market has actually left my entry, so the target is that high. So I'll update you guys much more later. Let's go back to the chart. So you guys can see, you're seeing that right there. You're seeing that I'm already lead, like my entries are already lead, but still, let's just see, update you guys so much more later. So see you guys fam. In like some few minutes, okay? And let me just show you guys something, okay? On my phone right here. All right, right here you can actually see the MT5. All right, as at when I entered the trade, okay, as at when I entered the trade, guys, let me show you from the screen. Okay, all right, as at when I entered the trade, all right, so we're somewhere like here. All right, and what happened? We dropped a bit down. Okay, but my buy order wasn't triggered. Okay, it was not triggered. I don't just understand within the market do. You get about maybe it's the spread from FTMO. But anyway, the other 1.5 lot is still gonna run. I'm still gonna make about $2,000 from or maybe $1,800 from it. Okay, so I'm not going to add anything. I'm just going to keep that risk constant. Okay, probably the next trade I might risk more. So that aside, let's just see how this whole thing plays out. Nothing too much. All right, so we are in 100 and something dollars. If the other trade was triggered, so you can see it wasn't triggered. If it was triggered by now, I would have been like probably like $600 profit. But since it wasn't, it's still good. It's still good, man. It's still good. Let's just see how the whole thing plays out. All right, we are not in a rush to actually pass this program. We need to make like 10%. 10% is about $5,000. So can we make that this week? If we can't, no problem. The next week is still here. We don't try to rush it here at the LIKEMINDEX Trading Academy. Okay, so you can see this, you can see this, you can see this. All right, see you guys later. So literally guys, today is Monday and the market has been so slow. No good movement yet, but we are still holding and still standing strong. So I'll update you guys maybe tomorrow. We'll see how it plays out. So hopefully we'll be able to make a 4% from this 50K account. Let's just see how the whole thing goes. All right, so but I'm going to explain the whole stuff after the whole trade plays out. All right, so I might just take this opportunity to explain, but I'll have to do it after the trade plays out. So let's just say if it hits a stop loss, that means we are down probably like maybe 1% or so. So let's just keep watching and see what happens. Guys, after the whole day, the market just was just bouncing around. So we finally had a break above that area. So right here, I'm just gonna go to say 5 and just move the whole thing to a break even. All right. So let me show you guys how I'm gonna do that. All right. So here, let me just see something. All right. So now you see that's the chart. Okay, that's the chart from my phone end. So I'm just gonna go to my MT5. So you see, so you guys clearly see that right here. All right, we have our MT5 account and we are running in profit. See where we enter in the morning. Yeah, so we spent literally like the whole day on this particular trade, but hopefully would hit our target. All right, so we just took one trade and we're just letting it play out. We're trying to build this account slowly and steady, so we're not trying to rush anything. All right, so I'll see you guys probably maybe like later in the morning, probably at 8, to update you guys how this goes. All right, but I'm just trying to pass the spot from account, utilizing the minimal lot sizes, and I'm not just trying to rush the whole thing up, because if you start losing big, it's gonna be bad. So I'm gonna the deal here is literally to like build the account up and then probably start risking big from the profit, not the profit account. All right, so that probably like let's say this trade runs out now. My next trade, I'm probably gonna risk like 2%. All right, for this particular trade, guys, I risked 1%, which is like probably like 500. All right, so if I get to making $2,000, I can risk 1,000 of the profit, you understand, so that I can just pass the profit fast. If I drop back to 50,000, I'm still gonna risk I start risking 1% to build it back, you understand. That's the whole process of how I do this, so that it'll be fast to make profit. Okay, when I'm losing from the account, I just minimize the loss. So see you guys much later. So fam, I currently want to update you guys about the GJ trade. So right now we are running at $1,250. So you guys can clearly see, all right, that the market has been slow because yesterday was Monday, all right, and you guys can see it now. We are running at 1,280 to 1,290. and we have been in a brief range for a while, so hopefully to break to the upside. We have our break even being set. Okay, so the market breaks that high, I think I'll take my break even to somewhere here, from here to here. So anyway, so right now today I'll be looking for buys on gold. Okay, so let me just go ahead and delete the whole of this. Right, I've actually missed a buy already. Let me see. All right, so we have a market structure shift here. We have a breaker. We have a market structure shift. We have a breaker. We have a breaker structure here. All right, so see, we have our imbalance right here. So these are imbalance. The market just came and all right. We have an imbalance. And then we have a liquidity here. So I was supposed to take this trade, but I just did miss the entry. Okay, so but it's still cool. So still cool. So I've just taken this one full break fast. Okay, so see how the market just came tap into this area here. All right, just tapped into this area. You guys can see here how the market just tapped into it. All right, and it pushed to the upside. So we have a market structure shift. We have a breaker structure. The market just swept the imbalance right here and then tapped into a demand zone and it's pushing to the upside. We have just gotten our list 1:3, 1:4, and we have just been out of this market. But anyway, it's still cool. I'll update you guys much more later. Let's see how today progresses. If I should take any trade, I'll just update you guys. But that aside, nothing for now. So guys, it's been like a whole lot of hours, fam. So it's been a whole lot of hours, and I'm still holding this trade, okay, because I do believe that this market is actually going to push to this high right there, right? So I'm just going to hold. And the funny thing is, today turned out to be so amazing for gold. All right. I remember I saw this trade right here, and I wanted entering it from the 5 minutes time frame, but I just missed that entry, and I just did not enter. Why? Because I missed my entry. I just did not get it. So you see, a market has actually been moving up since then. But anyway, tomorrow is gonna be a good day, hopefully. But since this trade on GJ, I've not actually entered any trade at all. So now guys, let me just show you guys my MT5 so you can actually see I've not actually entered any trade apart from what the GJ trade. I'm still holding it. It was about up to 1,250 and then it dropped to about 400. Now look at the chart, it dropped to about 400. I'm still holding strong. I believe we are going to take out that high. So I'm just trading the strategy, guys, nothing more, nothing less. So this is the second day actually holding this trade. Tomorrow is going to be the third day. Whatever happens, it's just one trade at a time. So I think I'm actually good psychologically managing my trade just like this, one trade at a time. So hopefully we hit TP, but if we hit break even, it's still fine. I know I'm going to get a setup that will give me exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm not in a hurry. I'm not trying to make this account to get the 10% at once with 10% at once with a single trade. So that's why I'm taking it step by step. Okay, so I'm also waiting for GU. Okay, here to buy from here. I'm waiting for GU. So I'm sure that GU is actually going to come here sweep the liquidity resting below this area before actually pushing to the upside. So I'm just going to wait here. All right, so there are two things that can happen. All right, so the scenarios might be that it might trade all the way to this area. Okay, it might trade all the way to this area, take the stop losses. Okay, take the stop losses resting above that area and probably trade. You understand? It might trade into this area and then drop to the downside. Okay, my trade, grab the liquidity resting there and then trade to here before actually buying. But I'm not looking to take the sales. Okay, so even if it happens, my mind is not there, so I won't take that. So I'm actually expecting any of this scenario to happen on GU. But anyway, let's just see how it goes. We're not in a hurry. We're not in a hurry. So I'm just taking my time. And the sweetest thing is this: all I see here, the market is actually building on liquidity, taking liquidity from a lot of persons. So I'm just going to wait where I am. I'm comfortable waiting here, you know. So I am not going to change my trading plan or my trading game because of any party. You understand? So the market can do its thing, fam. It can do its thing. I'm not in a hurry, fam. So anyways, I'll update you guys tomorrow. All right, whichever way it plays out, simple, we just keep it that simple. Another day today. All right, so the thing is, you know, gold is actually bullish. Okay, gold is actually bullish. So I'm actually going to be looking for an opportunity to buy gold, which I've already seen, and right now I'm already in on a buy. Okay, I'm already in on a buy, and I'm going to target right here on the profit account. Okay, I'm going to target that area right there. Okay, so that's going to be my target for gold for today. But the DJ trade, that guy, I don't know what is actually wrong with that guy. He doesn't want to move. Okay, it's been stagnant like for a whole while. All right, but I am still on a break even. Let me record my screen for you guys to see so that I can share with you guys. All right, so this is the gold. Okay, as you guys can see, we are still on a range like a sideways market, but today there's some news. I'm actually expecting that news to take the market to my target, because overall, if you look the trend of GJ is still strongly bullish. Okay, so hopefully today, if GJ and gold actually plays out nicely, because GJ is already on a break even, so if it goes sideways, maybe I would lose probably like a 1%, or that's if gold goes sideways. But GJ, the worst thing that can happen is I'll have a break even. So I'm still holding and hoping that it's gonna play out nicely. So let's go back to gold. Let me just break down that a little bit for you guys. You're seeing my screen. This is gold. Sorry, this is GJ. And now let me show you gold. So you see my entries in gold. So I won't call that sniper entries though, but it is what it is anyway. So now let me share my gold chart with you guys and just give you a little bit of breakdown. So I like when the market takes liquidity. Okay, I like it when the market takes liquidity, and these positions are actually many. So let me see if it gets to my target, how much will I be making. So I'm just going to go ahead and close one position. I think it's just too much, right? Risking. So right now I'll be risking probably like maybe 170, but the three positions was still cool. But 170, 170, yeah, it's fine. All right, 170, 170, it's something that's fine. Okay, it's still fine, it's still okay. So right here, guys, reason why I'm actually taking this buy is and actually aiming high is because this guy is still bullish. Okay, and now looking from the higher time frame, like from the higher time frame, you know it's bullish, and you actually know where it is going. Okay, we know where it's going. So now what happened here is we have this market came, swept the liquidity below this area. Okay, a market came, swept the liquidity below that area, and we had a push to the upside. So now that guy actually came, swept the liquidity below this area. So I'm just hoping that this is going to give me a buy. All right, right here we have a market structure shift. Okay, here we have a market structure shift on the 3 minutes time frame. Okay, we'll have a market structure shift. All right, have a market structure shift. So what is actually supposed to happen? This guy is supposed to come, and then it's actually not supposed to even reach here. Okay, because this was an imbalance that has been filled. Okay, this was an imbalance that has been filled. All right, so this is an imbalance. It's been filled. The market is actually supposed to continue to push up, but it decided to come to our demand zone here, out the block. Okay, so because of that, I'm actually buying and hoping that it is actually going to continue to push to the upside. All right, so right here, this is where we have our entries. You guys are seeing the screen there. Okay, that's where we have our entries. And guys, on the norm, I'm just supposed to have my stop loss below here, but I just prefer for safety just keeping it below. Okay, so I can actually keep my target here. All right, so I'll just be keeping one of my targets here and then the other at that high. All right, so that's that for good. Hopefully it plays out, fam. Hopefully it plays out. I will have a market structure shift. You already know. So this is what I'm going to be trading, and hopefully I get this account to my set goal. Okay, hopefully I get it to my set goal. So I'll update you guys probably much more later on how everything goes with the prop firm account. So see you guys much later. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Okay, right here it's rated like the New Year session, so there's a lot of volume and I've been stopped out. So let me just show you. That's actually my first losing trade. Okay, and I'm actually still holding GJ. Okay, so this is my first losing trade, and today I've actually lost $335, which it's not bad. That's okay. It's less than 1%. All right, it's less than 1%. So it's actually nice for you to actually apply what risk management. So since that did not work, I will continue to hold my GJ. But for some people, they're just going to close the GJ and to recover the loss. But I can't actually do that, you understand, because this trade I've been holding it for the past 3 days, okay, or more. So for now, I know there are a lot of news, so I'll just let the news play and then see what happens. Okay, I'll just let the news play and see what happens. I'm not going to touch nothing. All right, I'm not going to touch nothing. So I've missed this one. If another one comes, I take, and before I take it, I'll just go ahead and update you guys. So I also had plans of taking GU, but let's see. It's not yet ready for me to take it, so I'll just keep waiting. For now, I might just go and sleep, maybe, or even see a movie. So there's no need for me to just stay in the chat for too long. That will mess my head up. So I'm just gonna chill and wait for GJ to play out. I'll update you guys much more later. Just stay tuned. So guys, just waking up and the time is just 2:36 a.m. I'm just waking up for my night prayers and I realized I missed GU. Okay, I'm supposed to take my entry as soon as I see that sweep, but I missed it already. So anyway, hopefully at the end of today I'm gonna have a good trade. But GJ ended up at a break even, so I had a break even on GJ. Remember, I moved my stop loss from here to here. Yeah, so I just had a break even. All right, so the trade did not actually hit my target, but at least with this trade I was supposed to have probably like a 1:3. Yeah, 1:3. 1:3 ratio. I just regretted why I did not take partial, but it's still okay. It's still okay. It's nothing too crazy. Okay. So, but the thing is, this trade I just believe is actually going to move so fast today. All right, because it did exactly what I anticipated by pushing to this area. Okay, but it did not take the liquidity above that area, which would have been very good. Okay. So you pushed to that area, but the liquidity wasn't swept. Pushed to that area, Okay, either way, I think it did exactly what I anticipated, but and then pushed to here, it should have just gotten our entries. But I think some way somehow I was busy as a them. Now let's look at the gold. Gold is gonna buy tomorrow. So gold is gonna buy today. So I'm still gonna try to look for buys because there's still liquidity resting above that area and above too. So it has to be taken out. So what am I looking at on gold? Let me just go to the 5 minute time frame. I don't like trading. I like getting my entries from the smaller time frame. Now let me just go back to 50 minutes. All right, so what am I looking at on gold? Okay, there's a market structure shift right here. Okay, so since there's a market structure shift, therefore there's what liquidity resting below this guy here, right here. Right, there's liquidity resting below this guy. Oh my god. So you see also there's a sweep here. So there's liquidity resting below this guy. We have a sweep right here. Okay, we have a sweep. We have a sweep of liquidity. So I'm just gonna wait. Probably I might just put a buy limit on this one because it looks clean, it looks good. Right, but most times I just love to, we have our second break right here. Most times I just love to wait. We have another break right here. Okay, you can also consider that a break though. Well, so what I'm gonna do now is, this is a break of structure, right? Okay, POS. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go ahead and mark my PI. There's a fair value gap right here, which makes it perfect, right? But this demand zone is actually cool. I'm not expecting this to get to that demand zone, so here's gonna be my protected low. Here's gonna be my protected low. This is just 2M, guys. Hopefully I get TP on this one to make sense, guys. The other one we had it about maybe 2 point something percent, and market took it all the way, but it's okay. So here I'm just gonna keep my stop loss below here, and I'm going to target here still. So come with me to my MetaTrader. All right, so on my MetaTrader now, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on record. Right, so you guys can see my MetaTrader. Let me show you guys the history. So yesterday I took 2 L's on gold. I took an L on gold, yeah, the buy. So I just did not trade it in, and I had a break even on GJ. All right, about the 1.5 lot. So right now, come with me. All right, so this is gold. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my buy limit at the price 2748. All right, before I do that, 2748 buy limit. Before I do that, I'm just gonna check how much I'm gonna be losing. Let me use 2 lots. Stop loss 2748.27. Stop loss 2744. Let me just align there. Take profit 277. All right, so now let's check. All right, so now I want to risk up to 800 or even 700. You know, I'm not in profit yet. So I'm in a drawdown, so I should just minimize the downside. So I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this, but let me copy the price. Right, copy. Right, let me just go ahead and delete this. Let me replicate. Alright, before I replicate, I'll use 1.5 lots. Alright, that's 1.5 lots. Target is gonna be there. So let me check which did I modify. Okay. So I'm just gonna, yeah, it's okay with skinny 500. So this is actually it. So this is it. I'm not gonna do nothing again. I'm just gonna go ahead and allow this to play out. So I'll update you guys much more later, right? But hopefully we have some massive gains on this account before the end of the week. So we have about $3,489 to make from this trade if it hits our target. So that's that. We just have to try to minimize the drawdown. Okay, so see you guys much later. Right there, so you guys can see. Let me just put it on full screen mode. So I was actually expecting price to come here, right, before I actually buy. So that did not happen. All right, so already here there was what, a break of structure right here, right? So since there's a break of structure, there's also liquidity resting here. Okay, so since there's a break of structure, there's liquidity resting below this area. Okay, there's a break of and there's liquidity resting below that area. So what happened? And then there's another break of structure. So like yesterday, yesterday's trade, which was like here, which I took here, that failed. I would have just applied the same principle which I applied there that failed on this particular area here, because going back to the 15 minutes time frame, we'll see that okay, we have our breaker block and the market actually comes back to the breaker block. All right, after that sweep, after the liquidity grab, okay, after the liquidity grab, the market comes back to it and then before moving to the upside. So we have our breaker block right here. Okay, so I can even adjust this a little bit to come down to here. Okay, we have our breaker block right there. All right, so see how the market just came back to just stop that area and then move to the upside. So this would have been a very good trade for me, but I think I was still sleepy then. I said when I woke up, I've just been able to smash this TP. All right, so anyway, that's still okay. We wait for another setup in case we see any. We are going to take it. All right, so I'm not planning on rushing. Let me just check other pairs to see if I'm going to spot any setup. So let me try to see if I'm going to spot other setups. Let's look at Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. All right, so on this one, it's bearish. All right, so temporarily bearish. Okay, so is there any way? Now I'm not seeing anything too reasonable right here. Well, I can see that there's a break of structure to the downside. All right, so there's also a break of structure here, and the market has actually traded into this supply zone already. So the market has actually traded into that supply zone. Let me see on the 30 minutes if I can be able to refine things a bit. So the market has actually traded into that supply zone, and I believe it's still going to drop. So for BTC is bullish. Yeah, I was actually planning on taking this trade. Yeah, but it just did its own thing. It's bullish. Okay, so let's look at GU. GU I was actually planning on buying, but I did miss the setup, so I'd have been on it, but I did miss the setup. Okay, I did miss my entry. I did miss it. I think I was busy with something as of then. So that's fun. Yeah, this one was actually really amazing. I missed this too. So I actually planned the setup one and left it. So yeah, actually plan and left. So I missed this one. I missed the entry. I've missed so many setups this week. So for GU, I had a break. GJ, sorry, I had a break even on this. Okay, I missed Swiss francs, Japanese yen, and I missed GU buy. Okay, I've just been on a break even now. This one I won't typically say I missed it because it just did not give me exactly what I wanted. Okay. For AUD USD, I have nothing I'm looking at. So for gold, I don't know what gold is likely to do next, so I'll just let it play. Just let it continue to do its thing. But it's still bullish. In case I have any good retracement, I might look for entries. But that's that for now. So see you guys much later. So guys, right now we are on the New York session, right? So I want to actually be taking sales on GU. I'm just gonna go ahead and enter now. Let me show you guys my screen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and enter that sale right now. All right. So let me use let me use 1.5 lots in 4 places. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take that sale right now. Okay. So I think 3 places is enough. So that's 3 places, 1.5 and 3 places. That should be about 4.5 lots. It's not bad. So my stop loss is just gonna be above this candle here. That's I've been risking about $600, which is not bad, guys. It's not bad, but I have a late entry. That's why my stop loss is that big. Anyway, so because I just wanted to record and show you guys, we had liquidity. Now, why did I take this trade? All right. So the reason why I take this trade is because we have liquidity resting above. We have liquidity resting above this level. Okay. So let me just adjust that to the dotted line. So we have liquidity resting above this level, and we have here to be our breaker block. Okay. We have here, there's our breaker block right there. So the market just dived into that area, and if you check too, we have a fair value gap too within this area. We have our fair value gap that the market's not traded into. So right now the market just traded into a fair value gap, and I'm just going to set my stop loss and take profit. So I will update you guys as the trade progresses. So but right now nothing is actually happening. All right, and I cannot just stay here on the screen and keep recording. All right, so I just love to please and then go about my day. All right, so that's it for me. I also have another trade running synthetic, but this video is only trying to grow the prop firm account. So let me set my take profit target. Let me adjust that. So let me modify TP 123.786. All right, SL 124.78, all right, so let me see how much one of these positions is going to be giving me. So that's about let me not look at the money. Let me adjust the stop loss to be 250. That's about 700 or something. But anyway, let me adjust this stop loss too. Let me modify my orders. 760. Let me use 760. I think so. I don't know what the that one was. 760 is not bad. All right, let me adjust the take profit. 1 2 3 7 8 6 1 2 3 7 8 6. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and do that for all the other assets. All right, so hopefully I have a good gain on this prop firm account. 1 2 3 7 8 6. All right, and then 1 2 4 7 60. Okay, so we are good to go. We are already in profit. Okay, we're already in profit, but not that much. It's not that much. Okay, so but anyway, I'll just keep you guys updated. So I'll see you guys much more later. All right, I'm just trying to get 10% on this account. Nothing much, nothing extraordinary. I'm not risking too much. Okay, I'm not even trying to trade too much. So the whole of today, you see, I've not traded. Okay, I've not just traded. This is my first trade for the day, and hopefully something is going to happen. But if it doesn't, well, I'll see you guys in the next trade. So I'll update you guys much later. So fam, I'm back again. So I don't know, I got stop loss because of spread. Okay, remember that I just had to adjust, and now I'm coming back to see my chart. Like gold is actually dropping massively, and this is so heartbreaking, fam. Almost to my TP. By now I would have been running like about probably maybe like 3,000 or thereabout, but now market took me out. Let me just show you guys my screen. The market took me out. Let me just show you guys my screen. All right, the market took me out and it's going to my TP. All right, sorry, it's going to my TP. It's headed straight up to my TP. All right, and this is so heartbreaking, fam. This is so heartbreaking. All right, so you guys can clearly see this is my screen. So you see this is Euro USD, and I think it's whatever the market is actually moving like this is news related. So I got stopped out. Let me show you guys my trading history. All right, so I got stopped out by just a few pips. All right, so I fucked up by not putting my stop loss at where it's supposed to be by adjusting it a little bit. So that's where I fucked up. All right, so but anyway, I'll take that into consideration. Look at the loss I accumulated. So today I lost 660, but still my trade was actually profitable. Okay, so it went into a little bit of drawdown, guys. As you guys can see, we entered somewhere here and it went into a little bit of drawdown before dropping, and by then I was already out. So but it's still okay, it's still okay. So far on the account I've lost like a 1% so far. All right, I've lost a 1%. So all right, so this is where I will stop the video. All right, so I will update you guys because it's actually getting too lengthy. I will update you guys soon as okay. So don't forget to hit the like button and continue to follow our channels for more and more wonderful content like this. By now I would have been like probably like maybe 6% or maybe 4-5% on the account, but anyway, no hard feelings. Okay, there's always a better trade. So but it's still okay, it's still fine, fam. So see you guys much later. So hit the like button, subscribe, share to your friends to as many friends as you can. So see you guys in my next video.